All right, here we go, Fishbone. We're at the Rhode Island Saltwater Fishing Show. I'm completely out of my realm of understanding because I mostly fish freshwater, but that's why I love this show. And I came down here because I'm meeting a lot of cool people. I'm seeing products that don't know how to fish, and honestly, I got into this to learn. It's cool because I meet you guys, you make this stuff, you know how it's supposed to be fished. I learn a little bit, everybody wins.
Absolutely.
So we are at Uncle Fish's Bucktails, and everybody loves a bucktail. That's like a standard in the life of fishing. And I got Steven, how you doing? And Brian, Steven and Brian. I'm gonna try to remember that. I'll probably call you like Matt and Dave later. But anyway, we are here at Uncle Fish's Bucktails. Cool name. Who's Uncle Fish? Are you Uncle Fish?
Uncle Fish.
You're Uncle Fish?
Uncle Fish.
That
Uncle Fish dubbed by the niece.
I knew it was
Yeah.
one of the kids. Somebody,
Yeah.
Uncle Fish. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, the family element. And your wife is here running the
Yeah.
cash box. And what's your wife's name? I'm sorry? Abby. All right, it was a pleasure to meet you. Like I said, Fishbone, we're all about USA products. We're all about small batch, shop local, support the American economy. And when I see family businesses like this, I'm just like, we're all in, man. Because you guys embody like what my podcast is all about. And so it's great. So Uncle Fish, and we got a bunch of stuff. So I'll let you do your thing. Where are you guys from?
Yeah, we're from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
We're out of West Warwick. My partner Brian is out of Newport.
Which one's a better place?
Oh, geez, they both fish real good, but we're not telling you any spots.
Oh, come on! I want to see some tension.
No way. We do a club competitions between the Narragansett Club and the Newport Club.
Oh,
And
okay.
The Narragansett Club might have won this year. It might have been just like literally me versus you.
Oh boy! Yeah. All right. I knew we'd get some camaraderie competition in here. So that's awesome. So Rhode Island guys. There's so much salt water, there's so many fish. You guys have an awesome fishery. I'm from up in like the Newburyport, Plum Island, a lot of surf casts, stuff
great.
like that. I get a boat, don't hate me for it, but
We'll be at Plum Island show.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I've heard about that.
Yeah,
I think
2
I might
weeks,
go
we'll
up
be
there.
Yep.
So we got a lot of bucktails, and do your thing, man.
So Brian here, we met via a local fishing group, and I was just a little novice on there, and Brian is the OG. He's probably got more 50-pounders than I am years old. So he made the mistake of interacting with me and showing me his molds and jigs that he had in the basement. A little dusty, a little crusty, but I think he probably regrets showing me how to mold and pour and tie now, because by the end of the month we'll be up to like 1,600 jigs in the last 8 weeks.
Wow.
So really owe it to him for showing
1,600?
me. Yeah, 1,600.
Wow.
I really owe it to him for showing me the ropes around here, but we've taken it to the next level, just trying to get you guys the right colors, patterns, and weights and sizes that are going to last and get fish. I know that you're really into the freshwater industry, but the stuff that we make is really no different than what you guys are fishing freshwater.
Yeah, bucktail's a bucktail.
Yeah, it's just like your jigs, and Brian is actually his end of this fishing world is he makes some really awesome handmade freshwater stuff too. So check him out at Bass Ackwards Customs. He's got some really good stuff for
I
freshwater.
love it. Bass Ackwards Customs.
Yeah.
I knew I liked you guys.
So here we are. Just
My
making-
people.
Yeah, we really only started making this stuff because you'd go to a tackle shop or you'd try to look around, and not that it's a terrible thing, but things are made elsewhere and not really made with quality. So we just tried to bring a product to the market that had quality, and we make it with our hands.
That's awesome. I mean, that's what Fishbone's all about. We're trying to bring awareness to this market that's out there. That's a lot of awesome people. I've made so many good friends. Look at you guys. They're like friends. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for like whatever they do down the basement, I don't know. But this stuff comes out. Yeah, exactly. If it wasn't for that interweb thing. So one guy does the.
I do the casting of the lead and the painting.
Okay.
And then they go from Newport over to Warwick, and Steve does the fur and the feathers.
I gotcha. And
That's
you
where the artistry
drive them
comes
across
in.
town? Is that what?
Dude, she cranks out this packaging like it's nobody's business.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
So you.
Yep.
That's.
Everybody has a role.
Yeah. You know what they say. what is it? Behind every good man is a great woman. So my wife took her a long time, but she straightened my shit right out.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of shit to straighten out, bro.
It's healthy fear.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, man.
It's all right.
It's just a brick
go
wall,
after
Nate.
this.
It's just a
Oh
brick wall.
boy, he's just wandering in. So, so we got some. Tell me your colors here. So we got a chartreuse.
Yeah. So Super Strike is really popular saltwater lure brand around here.
Okay.
Steve Musso, great guy. We really like to fish his colors.
Okay.
Brian's more of a pokey guy. I'm more of a plug guy, but that's okay.
I got you.
You know, yeah.
So like pokey, like live bait,
and
live bait, artificials. I got you.
So a lot of the colorways that you'll see, or a couple, we come up with a lot of our own creative things too, but like,
Yep.
you know, he makes an amazing parrot. So I really like to fish the heavy red-eye parrot needle. And fishing a bucktail is very similar to fishing a needle, so we went with parrot style bucktail. You know, then we have mullet. Mullet, our biggest seller absolutely are going to be our sand eel. So sand eel and silver side, mullet, and last couple of years we haven't had as much Manhattan or pokey, but those are all colorways that we have. And what we try to do, rather than maybe you'll see with other bucktail companies, is we try to match the bait that you're going to have around.
Okay.
So, you know, rather than just throwing some yellow on top of some white and shipping it out the door, we really try to make sure that our bucktails are going to match the hatch.
Right.
It's really kind of like it's
So you're feeling like a mackerel area, like I'm up north, there's a ton of mackerel.
That's it.
We like that color, we love it. When we see a mac color, you're like, oh.
It's really essentially, you know, maybe the flies are a little bit more intricate, but what we're going for is it's a fly design on a bucktail head.
Okay, that makes okay, yeah. So if a guy take that head off and you got a okay. Interesting. I never even saw it like that.
So it's just you know, it's a weighted head, but it's got the intricacies of a fly and the presentation, you know, of a fly.
Gotcha. And your buddy with the colors, I'm sorry, let's give him a shout out. What was his name again?
Oh, Steve Musso, Super Strike Lures.
Okay. I think I bought some stuff.
Yeah.
He just does.
They've been around for, you know, 30
I bought
years.
stuff from him.
Yeah.
I know who that is. That's cool. And then this is
It's
just
tuna.
That's for tuna?
Yeah, tuna.
Nice.
It's a 5-ounce, 3407 hook, absolutely massive. We actually personally tested the hook to 100 pounds of dead force, no pull, no drag.
Yep.
We mounted it to the vise, and Brian held the vise closed, and I pulled down on the hook with a scale.
I know who the stronger one is.
Yeah.
We know. So this is like a color wheel?
So those are all.
Oh, okay, like teasers.
Yeah. So in the striped bass population is having a little bit of a problem.
Right.
And what we're trying to do with those is, instead of having a rear, you know, your plugs all have 2 treble hooks on them, right? So we're asking, you know, guys to remove that rear treble and to keep some action on the back of the plug. We're making these, and you know, a nice fluffy profile now, but when they're wet, they're very streamlined. They help with the action of the plug, give it a little bit more of a natural look. And you're removing that rear plug, but when you remove that rear plug, you remove weight from the plug, so it's going to change the action. If you replace it with this, you'll get that action back, and with that long flowy tail.
Keeps it balanced.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. That's, dude, I mean, that's right there. I mean, everybody knows who fishes salt. The fisheries are getting tougher and tougher and tougher every year. Me personally, I went down to Tomo's Tackle. I bought a whole bunch of BK, the straight line hooks. I don't know how. I would not want to put those little split rings on for a living.
I know.
Because all I did was mangle them. But you know what? I feel so much better. I hate treble hooks. I just absolutely, if I could do it, I would just fish all straight and just throw those things in the trash. But to each their own. I don't judge. But all right, some cool trailers, helps out with the lures and stuff. And so tell me about the plastics of yours.
Yeah, so the plastics are ours too. So the plastics, we make everything just because it's stuff that we wanted that we couldn't get, and then all of a sudden everybody else wanted it too. So you know, here we are. Really, that's really what it is. So the plastics was, you know, I wanted colors that we couldn't, you know, get all the time. I didn't want to. I'm very impatient. Brian will tell you that. I want it now.
I think somebody will tell me that.
Right?
Right? Impatient, huh?
I want it right now. So you know, get an idea. We see other things going on. We come to these shows, and I'd be like, man, like I want to do that, but I want to do it this way. Right. You know, anytime we go to a show, like this year particularly, every single time we go to a show, which we've been to, what, 5 or 6 now this year, and we've got another 4 on the docket for the season.
Nice.
We take the money from the show and invest it back into molds for new jig heads that have that super huge hook in them to make it easier. And they've got a number 2 eyes, so you can get your TA clip on them a little bit easier. And that's just the Bucktails. And then we're up to 15, 16 or so plastics molds.
That's awesome.
We always dive into the type of plastic sole that we're using.
Yep.
It's got a good the colors that are in there, and where else can you find a Galaxy Flake clear 10-inch paddle tail?
Right.
So that's it. It's just
hey,
no,
it makes sense, man. I mean, again,
that we're interested in.
That's why I like meeting guys like you, because I learn so much. Because you're, so dialed in and you're doing it, and there's so much to learn, and that's why I like. Again, I can't say it enough times, but the shop local market, man, when you're buying in this type of a market, these are the guys that you're supporting. You're getting not only their products, which are excellent and much better than what we're getting overseas. It's just my opinion, but there it is. And, I feel bad because a lot of the products, I buy a lot of stuff online, and I get it. And it's got a good story, but I flip it over and it says, it's not made in the U.S.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it gets sold as a U.S. product, a U.S. company, but it's bullshit. You know what I mean?
Money doesn't stay here.
Yeah. So one of the things that I like to do with this podcast is kind of like vet that out. Like, when I'm putting stuff out there, I want people to know that, you know what I mean? I'm not here for free shit. I pay for my stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just here to get knowledge. I'm here to make some friends, have some fun. And I think you guys really embody that, and I'm excited. So, Steven?
Yep.
Ryan?
Yep.
Abby? Yep. All right, the big boss.
You passed the test.
I know, I passed the test. I know. So, Bill, Bob,
Frank.
Billy Bob, I'm Frank. And man, you guys, I'm going to put my super cool guy sunglasses on because I'm cool. And, no, I'm not. Anyway, so we had a great time. Fishbone, shop local. We're down here at the Providence show. Saltwater, a lot of cool stuff, and I'm glad to have met Uncle Fish's Bucktails. Real quick, where do I buy these?
UncleFishBucktails.com.
All right, UncleFishBucktails.com. You heard it here first, and maybe like 900, but it's all good. All right, man. Hey, both of you guys, it was a pleasure. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.